Hey guys, welcome back to Allison Customs Project Car TV. And today I've got just a short video. We're all dealing with this coronavirus in different ways. I'm sure some of you are already shut into your kind of on a lockdown thing. And most of us, probably in the rest of the rural part of the country, we're trying to avoid contact, trying not to make trips to town and to the stores and that kind of thing. But for the most part, just keeping things quiet at home. For those of you stuck at home, or for those of you who are going to be, or over the weekend trying to avoid contact with people, social distancing, I think, I came up with some ideas, things you can do, things I've been doing. Most of them are, I'm going to give you a list today of some car-related YouTube channels and a couple of audio things that you can do. So if you're basically stuck in the house, like today it's snowing here, so not going to be getting outside much anyway, I thought I'd give you a couple channels that you could check into. Some of them you'll already know about, some may be new to you. First one is Kyle Voss over at the Fab Forums, and he does a lot of metal fabrication, steel and aluminum. In the past, he's done some carbon fiber stuff, does something he calls Friday Fool, You Need This Tool. So probably coming out in the next day or so. And then it's kind of cool. He tends to end his shows with some kind of personal thoughts on what's going on in the world or the philosophies of life or whatever. Just it's interesting. His current project that he's working on is called the Bibster, and it's essentially he started with the body shell of a Fox body Mustang, and very little of that is still in existence, but he's done a completely fabbed up rolling chassis now. It's not driving yet, but he's trying to get it there. So check out the Fab Forums. Another one, Urchfab, Matt at Urchfab, fabrication guy, does a lot of, I guess so the way he makes it sound is in his non-YouTube filming days, he's doing a lot of roll cages and suspensions and stuff like that for customers, but he's got a full functioning shop. His current project called the Mongrel, and it is a combination of, I think, an MX-5 and which essentially a Miata, and what looks like a taxi and he's over in England. So I don't know the body. I think it's a Ford. Check him out. He puts out some great content, especially if you're into fabrication. The most common one that probably all of us have heard of is the guys over at Bad Obsessions with their Project Binky. If you haven't checked it out, look up Bad Obsessions, Project Binky. The quality of their editing and filming is top notch, and they do some amazing detail to their fabrication. It's nothing that any of us couldn't accomplish, and they do it with some pretty basic tools. They just don't quit until the details are 1,000%. So check them out. And then I'm going to add two more that are some really young guys. And I mean young, they're probably in their, well, when they started their channels, they had to be in their teens, but they're probably in their early 20s at this point. First one's Macro Machines, and he's currently building like an Indy style race car from the 30s or something, and all hand fabricated, body, frame, everything. And he's got a lot of other projects you should check out. And then the other one is Rather Be Welding, and he builds a lot of buggies and all kinds of carts, but he does a lot of really amazing fabrication. He built his own lathe. Everybody said it wouldn't work, and he's still using the lathe that he built. And I think he built one lathe, decided it wasn't good enough, but used it to build the second lathe that he now uses regularly. So pretty amazing kid. He's doing some great things. Then if you get to be out in your shop or you're outside working and you just need something to listen to, I'm going to give you two more recommendations, and they're both from Robert Kibby. If you haven't heard me talk about him around here, Robert, Kibby, and I are just brothers from another mother. We are friends for life. He's got podcast channels that's his big deal. And the first one is the Muscle Car Place. Puts out a weekly podcast show, and he's well over 400 episodes. In fact, I got interviewed for episode number 400, and I was on multiple ones in the past. So go and check all those out, especially mine. And just so you know, I don't think I've put a link up to number 400 yet on my site, but all the others that I believe I've been interviewed for are linked on my website, AllisonCustoms.com. Right there on the front page, you'll see little block that says media coverage and stuff like that. And click that link, it'll take you to a lot of that. But anyway, I'm not promoting mine. I'm promoting Robert's show, the Muscle Car Place. Great entertainment. He's just a down-to-earth, great person. And then he's got a second show. It's now called Kibby and Friends. It originally was Kibby and Finnegan of Mike Finnegan from Roadkill fame. And they were hilarious together. Every now and then Mike will show up on an episode, but for the most part, it's Kibby and other guys that are doing this. And they hit a lot of Dukes of Hazzard and the Bandit, and just they kind of review TV, but they're talking cars and they're just having a good time. So check those guys out. Listen to their podcast. I'll put links to all of this stuff in the notes. Thank you all for watching. I hope everybody is safe and healthy. And if you're not feeling too good, stay home, watch some YouTube, listen to some podcasts, get to feeling better. And we'll see you again real soon. Take care.